Good Saturday morning. Thanks for logging on, checking out this Iowa forecast update. Here's the Storm Prediction Center severe weather outlook, kind of an updated look here. Kind of we talked about this yesterday that I thought that we could push this risk a little bit farther south, and that primarily southwest into central Iowa was kind of where this severe weather event was going to be at. And that's kind of what we've seen over the last 10, 12 hours. Is that risk has pushed south finally in the model. So as we look at tornado outlook, very similar areas here from southwest into the center part of the state and then to the eastern part of the state. And I really think, if you're looking for a tornado outlook, I think it's from southwest and into the center part of the state. If you get past I-35, this is going to become more of a damaging wind event, and I'll talk more about that here in just a minute. So as we look at the forecast radar this morning, we do have a little bit of, scattered rain showers there across the eastern part of the state this morning. That continues to pull to the east. Kind of ignore this back here. There's really no precipitation falling back across western Iowa this morning, so I think the model's having a tough time picking that up. And that's the other thing. I don't think there's going to be any forecast radar that's really going to pick this up 100% with how today goes. So keep that in mind as we go through this here. As we get into, say 10, 11 a.m. here comes another batch of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is by 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon here. Again, some stronger storms could be on board here across the northern part of the state with this wave as well. Can't rule out maybe there's some hail, maybe some gusty winds with this as this is pushing north. And then this develops into a line across central eastern Iowa capable of gusty winds and hail here. The more intense line that we're going to be watching is going to be back across southwest Iowa with this little cell that's developing here. Forecast radar has it about 3 o'clock, so between 3 and 5, I think, is when your storms are developing here. Back across southwest Iowa, here's 4 p.m., here's 5 p.m. here. This is the specific area that is going to be capable of all modes of severe weather: hail, gusty winds, and some isolated tornadoes here. As we get through 6 p.m. here, it's pulling through the central Iowa areas. 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Again, as this moves east of I-35 especially, I think we're really starting to wane that tornado risk. Can't rule out, though, that there can be some spin-ups in this line, but we're going to be going more towards a traditional damaging wind event as this line continues to pull to the east. And I'll back this up a little bit to kind of illustrate as we get a little bit of wintry mix moving into northwest Iowa as early as, you're already starting to see that happen as early as 3, 4 o'clock in extreme northwest Iowa. But here's 6 p.m., here's 8 p.m. What starts off as a mix can switch over to snow back here. Here is 9 p.m. Here's by about 11 p.m., midnight, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. By about 3, 4 a.m., this is out of the state here. In terms of rainfall amounts with the system here, really like what this model has. With generally, you're talking a quarter to a half for most areas here, with pockets of a ½ inch to an inch, and maybe even locally over an inch here in spots. And the reason I'm talking pockets is because with those heavier showers and thunderstorms and the stronger storms, those are likely going to be the areas in localized areas where you're going to get over a ½ inch of rain. And then you can even see some areas back here into western Iowa, northwest Iowa, where some areas may even luck out even on a quarter of an inch of rain here. Looking at the snowfall amounts here, generally thinking, this area right in here with a quick trace to 2 inch snow on the table, and you can see the closer to 2 inch amounts, maybe even a little over 2 inches, can be found up here in extreme northwest Iowa, near the Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota border, kind of the tri-state region there, near the Sioux Falls area. So that's going to be kind of the idea there for snow. And then the temperatures throughout the day here, 2 o'clock this afternoon, you have quite a few areas down here, 60s and 70s. And then very, very chilly back across the northwest part of the state. I don't think a lot of us are getting out of the 30s here today. As we get into 3 p.m., you can see 60s and 70s. This is by about 6 p.m. this evening. This is by 10 p.m., dragging on through about 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Kind of give you an idea. 20s back across northwest Iowa. Otherwise, 30s across the rest of the state for lows. Later tonight, the wind generally out of the south, about 15 to 25 miles per hour. That puts your gusts up there about 25 to 35. And obviously, depending on where you're at, if you cross northwest Iowa, you're going to have a northerly wind just because of where that front's going to be at. And then as we go later tonight, overnight into Sunday morning, that's when the wind is really going to start to pick up. We'll switch the wind around more to the west, northwest. Sustain up there about 15 to 30. In fact, a good portion of the state here, I think, is seeing 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained winds, which is going to put your gusts up there about 30 to 50 overnight tonight into Sunday morning. So it's going to be very windy. And then as we get into 10 a.m. Sunday morning, you can still see those winds sustained out of the northwest, about 10 to 20. So as we get into Sunday afternoon, I think the wind will finally start to die down some. Now we are watching for future snow chances here, especially Sunday night into Monday across the southeastern part of the state here. This is kind of around, this would be 9-10 p.m. Sunday night, and then this is by 1 a.m. Monday morning. This would be by 5-6 a.m. Monday morning. Model wants to bring a little bit of snow a little bit closer to central Iowa. It's something we have to kind of fine tune, but the probability for at least an inch of snow is generally confined to the south and southeastern part of the state here. So obviously not going to get too detailed on those amounts here. We'll continue to watch things, keep you updated. Hope you guys have a great day.